Hi, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports. Should be a fun one here. We have some collegiate players stepping into the fray. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony.
Here we go.
It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. Wembanyama outside. Back to Green. Wembanyama outside. Pass to Anthony. Back to Wembanyama. Clock at 4. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's Wembanyama. It's stolen by Garnett.
Excellent anticipation there to come away with the steal.
Scoring on the break, so much easier than in the half court.
And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. From deep three-point land, Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
And so here's Albuquerque after the basket by Los Angeles. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. And again, it's Albuquerque.
2 minutes remaining.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
Wembanyama, a screen. Anthony with the bucket.
Perfect use of the screen and roll. That's just a great basketball play.
From deep, SGA. Draymond Green pulls it in. Wembanyama outside. Picked by Anthony. The drive by Wembanyama. It's stolen by Garnett. Launches it. And the basket by Chambers.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Garnett can't get it to go. And so here's Albuquerque. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Oh, silky smooth shot there by Gilgeous-Alexander. He knew the floater was the right move to beat the defense.
Here's Wembanyama.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Green with the rebound.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
Outside Anthony. Here's Wembanyama. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Albuquerque leads by 2. And we'll get the second quarter. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what stands out to you from Albuquerque in this one so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
8 seconds.
And the big fella, Alex Zar, showing promise. Greg, especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game, and has the makings of a modern offensive game as well. No doubt Booker has tremendous confidence in that jumper. Feels like he can score from anywhere.
There's the pick. Zar in the high post. And the foul goes on Roy Hibbert. That's his first foul.
Team foul.
And here is Los Angeles now, trailing by 5. Just 5 to shoot. Reeves into the lane. Offline with the baseline jumper. And so Booker will bring it up for Albuquerque. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. And Devin Booker in the paint.
Skillful make inside by Booker, able to find his spot for the finish.
Here's Los Angeles now. Here's Reeves. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Boozer. Collison. And it's put back up and in by Collison.
Well, you got to put a body on someone when shots go up, or you're going to suffer the consequences.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Here's Booker. Outside for George. Screen by James. James crowbars it in.
With the ability to make plays from the wing, Paul George is a complete offensive player.
2 minutes.
Outside Westbrook. Hands the 12-footer.
Well, that's a smart shot right there. I like how he let the play develop naturally.
Booker looking around. Pass to George. Hibbert with the screen. Shoots the 3. The rebound by Garnett. Los Angeles trails by 5. And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. On the wing, Green. Nothing on the board. Clock at 6. Over Booker.
Great defense by Booker. The instincts he has, just always knows where to be.
Zar the screen. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Wembanyama left side. Over Booker. Wembanyama gets the bucket. Wembanyama's got 8.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Kicks it out to LeBron. Albuquerque again can't hit it. Los Angeles trails by 3. Here's Wembanyama slicing to the basket.
Oh, Victor Wembanyama, a thunderous finish there.
Near the three-point line, it's Booker. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Albuquerque out in front, up by 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. so here's Albuquerque. They lead by 1. George, that's a two-pointer. The quick look, no good that time. Wembanyama looking it over. Outside Anthony. Back to Wembanyama. For the lead. Oh, free ball. Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Booker outside. It's stolen by Green. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. It's hauled in by George. And so George will bring it up for Albuquerque. A 2-point game. And James throws it down.
Yeah, the vertical's still there. LeBron's athleticism never ceases to amaze.
Wembanyama, a screen. And Wembanyama with the flush.
Yeah, and he's given them something to organize the offense around. He just keeps finding scoring opportunities.
George in the post. Still scoreless.
A good ball handler with an advanced offensive repertoire. George is more than comfortable in the pick and roll.
Outside, Green.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Hibbert. And here's George for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 1:43 left in the third quarter. Green taking his time here. Outside Westbrook. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by LeBron.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
Looking around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any two-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it, but what I love, he also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively.
Pass to Boozer. Back to Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Well, that was unbelievable. Not many guys can do what Ant-Man just did.
Now, here's SGA. Wembanyama, a screen. SGA with the ball. Albuquerque needs to get a shot off it. Over Sarr. Albuquerque again can't hit it. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Outside Boozer. And here's Reeves outside. The rebound by Garnett. SGA looking it over.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter.
24.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And here is Los Angeles now. Reeves outside. Pass to Boozer. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. Pass to Chambers. To take the lead. Drops in the tray.
Tom Chambers.
And Albuquerque leads by 3.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Outside, SGA. It's stolen by Garnett. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Outside, Garnett. Attacking Garnett.
And how about that powerhouse move by KG, charging inside and finishing with authority.
Los Angeles trails by 3. Outside Anthony. Now Wembanyama. Here's Garnett. Garnett rattles the rim.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead it to the score.
Now Leonard. Now Wembanyama. Garnett pulls it down.
Well, when he's got space to operate inside like that, he is not going to hesitate.
And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
They trail by 1. Green, the screen. Wembanyama.
And a big man who moves like a guard. Wembanyama is an absolute terror when he slices inside.
Here's Chambers. Garnett. Here's SGA. Shot clock at 3. Fantastic job inside by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And where some feel stressed, Gilgeous-Alexander feels strength. Love the confidence from the young fella.
Now Garnett. Green, the screen. They double team Wembanyama. Leonard with the steal. Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. Here is Wembanyama. Kevin Garnett with the steal. Wembanyama outside. Now Green. Now Wembanyama. Green, the screen.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Wembanyama fires. Misses the 3. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy and